and welcome inside the CitrusTV studios. It's a Webisode edition of Cuse Countdown. Chloe Smarz, Gino, Antimarino, Andrew, Della, Piana, getting you set for Syracuse and BC in the Dome this Saturday. This is a rematch of a game earlier in January that Syracuse won 79-71. It was a big game for them, their second ACC win of the year behind a healthy J.J. Starling performance. But guys, they're coming off a bad loss to Duke, arguably their worst loss of the season. Sloppy on both sides of the ball. When you look at this BC game, especially in that lower half of that ACC standings where this really matters, who do you like, Gino, as a player for Syracuse or for BC to have a big game?
I like Eddie Lampkin for Syracuse. This is a guy that had just 2 points against Duke. I think he's going to bounce back, especially with Chad Venning. He might be in the lineup, might not be, but if he's in the lineup, that's 6'11" going up against 6'9", 265 versus 270. It's going to be a battle of big men down in the paint. And if he's not, Eddie Lampkin can exploit that and take advantage of all those loose boards and also putbacks.
Well, the good thing about Eddie Lampkin being on the Syracuse team is that they have a couple of options offensively. BC, not really the case this year with Donald Hand Jr. BC lost all top 5 of their scorers from last year out of that starting lineup, so Donald Hand Jr. has kind of been the go-to player all season long. Did have 20 points and 9 boards in that first meeting between the Eagles and the Orange, so he does have something to build off of. But again, he's really a one-trick pony for this BC offense. For
Syracuse, how do they get back on track, Andrew? What's your key for them to get a win?
I really think it has to come down to running BC off the perimeter, because BC, they shoot the second worst field goal percentage in the conference entering this game. But from 3, they're a little bit better. They're inside the top 10. So when you look at those numbers, you have to say, all right, so contain them inside that 3-point line, which Syracuse did a rather good job of in that first meeting. But still, this is a BC team that is a little bit better inside the paint. You mentioned that matchup between Venning and Lampkin. Should be a fun one between those two.
I think that the offense needs to get moving, Andrew, for Syracuse, because it's a lot of stagnant, and stagnant offense results in turnovers. Syracuse has to clean up on that.
Gino, I'm with you. Control what you can control, and turnovers is a big one. Well, for the 3 of us, that will do it. Make sure to tune in to our full show and enjoy the full game.